Hello everybody and welcome to episode 9 of Terra Firmacraft. Today our goal is billows. Start off the thing. I need more flux. Actually, do I have the stone for that? You know, it'd be helpful if I just remembered which one it was. It's Dolomite, right? It is. Sweet. Just make that all into flux. Okay. And I take this one, I'll put it down, knife, and time to prepare it. What did I not hit? What did I not hit? Where is it? There we go. And just throw that in water. Just make a parrot hide. We'll wait for that. Can I just throw water in here? I know I probably can't. Yeah, I just threw out all that water. Well, I'll figure that out. Probably can use the wooden buckets for that. We'll figure it out, but we need the billows so we can do the iron, and we need the iron so we can do tools and whatnot. It's gonna be a whole thing, whole shebang. Let's see if we can get it done today. How's that? Eh? Okay, I did a little bit of building off camera, and unlike the memes, I actually mean a little bit. And I designed a little blacksmith hut right here. I'm gonna have two places to do charcoal and more permanent places. But for right now, you are gonna go there. Boom. Little primitive place to do blacksmithing and whatnot on like a little stone anvil. And right over here is where I'm gonna put the charcoal pits. I haven't decided what I'm gonna make the charcoal pits out of. I'm thinking I'm gonna make it out of mud bricks, but then it's the same as the floor. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to do dirt because I don't want it to collapse on it. I want to save as much as I can. Yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. Back to grab this one. Now those are both practically empty. Got ya. Cut this up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Small sow tide. Is it gonna change? Small scrape tide. Sweet. And this one gets put in water. And from there, put it in tanning for that. And I need for that. Just gonna break that, put that there. Probably would have been faster to tanning. It's just wood, right? 1,000, maybe more water? Who knows at this point? It's been so long since I've gone through this process. One bucket. Put you in. I bet you it's a certain type. Tannin. You. Sequoia, birch, chestnut, Douglas fir, hickory, wood, maple. No, doesn't see it. Oh, it takes 8 minutes? Doesn't say it's gonna go to tannin, though. You know what? Just to get the things out, I'm gonna take birch. There we go. It is type of wood. Gotcha. We'll make some tannin. Throw these in. I need more lime water. How to make a wooden bucket? That's actually really easy. I have everything on hand. Sweet. That makes everything a million times easier. I'm just gonna make a whole bucket worth right there. Boy. One for drinking. And then let's see if I can get some flux and throw it in also. Flux. I really do need to get more flux from the quarry. I'll probably go over there in a second. You go in there. And I take you, and I'm going to throw you in also. And small rawhide. We'll make soak tide. Sweet. Throw the flux back. And we wait. Okay, I think I have this area pretty much done. I gotta get the grass to grow over here and to actually do those also. So over here is the primitive, stone anvil, the stone hammer right there. And over here is going to be the actual charcoal pits. I went with the mud bricks just because I got a bunch of them. I also would like that there and that there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the idea is that you fill this up from back to forward over here. I have the stone here, so I don't accidentally mine up the stone with the shovel. Once it's all full, you put 2 right there. Start the fire here, block it up, and you should get a really good amount of charcoal. And all you do is break the side, go through. And therefore we have a relatively permanent charcoal pit on both sides. I can destroy the temporary ones over there and get that moving. Yeah. I'll also need to install one of these over at the blacksmith forge. I'll do that in a second. Let's just get rid of this, which is not supposed to have lasted this long at all. So this kind of feels nice to get rid of. Makes the area look a little better. Oh, goodbye charcoal pits. All these stick bundles will get moved. This also feels nice to get rid of. And I'll just move these over slowly and onwards to a more organized future. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, I think I'm actually stupid. And I know, to a lot of y'all, you know this. This is obvious. But I think I was wrong when I said it needed to go to brilliant white. I was doing a little bit more research and whatnot. Brilliant white is when it melts. I can work it at yellow white, which is the hottest that this gets. Which means I still need a bellows for if I want to work everything past this. But I should be able to actually do stuff, if that makes any sense. So, in addition to making the bellows, let's try and get a cast iron anvil also. Which shouldn't be too hard with the research I've found also. The hardest part is quite literally just going to be, I gotta chop down more trees so I can actually make more charcoal, but we'll figure that one out in a second. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So you see how it says can weld. So I put in here, yep. And I just need to line these up, which it's just 3 hits. So that's not too hard. And then this is again just 3 hits. Not too hard. See what I was talking about? 100% overthinking it. I was thinking, oh man, I can't even get to that temperature, this is going to be hard. Turns out, it was, I can't get to that temperature, this is going to be easier. Who knew? Who knew? Actually, probably y'all did. Let's really face it, y'all probably knew. But, well, thank you for letting me, you know, sit here and figure it out. Okay, we got some small soaked ones. And then I need my knife. Knife. Right there. Easy work. I failed that. Why am I so bad at this? Small scrape tide. Just gotta right click until it changes on the top, I guess. Where is it? Where's the last bit? Is it this part? Nope. I don't know anymore. I always found this to be the hardest part of Terraforming Craft, which is wild to say, because, you know, there's a million hard things about Terraforming Craft. I find this to be the hardest part. Just early game scraping hides. There we go. I need to throw this in. I don't know why it took me so long just to do that. You do that. Take this, throw in tannin to make leather. Well, this is tannin. I'll make leather. Excuse me. Now I just need some more water to throw in here. I'm gonna throw like maybe a bucket in. Because it's just a relatively good idea to keep as much as you can in there. And my water reserves are just about ending, but thankfully it's early spring. So I don't have to be too worried about that. 8 minutes on the tannin. Got like 5 minutes left over on the iron over there, because I'm making a new batch. How's it looking up? I'm liking it. I love this being empty. That is the best part. See, my leaves are coming back. And soon, temperature is going to be high enough where I can actually plant crops again. That's going to be nice. I don't actually know if I showed y'all the finished product of this, because I showed you this, I showed you those. Grass is basically done. I put a little charcoal pile right here. I know it's a waste of charcoal for someone who's so crunched on it, but I think it looks amazing. And I put a little charcoal forge right here. I know it says charcoal pile. I'm not lighting that. That's also a waste of time. Which, seeing how I built this entire thing, saying that's a waste of time is also interesting. Actually, I'm just going to finish. I'm going to fill these up with just... I don't know if filling it up with both the stick pile and the logs is a good idea. I'm going to try it though. You know, experiment. Why not? But hopefully this gets me a really good amount of charcoal. Because that's a lot of wood that goes into it. And I'll never need charcoal ever again. I know that I can go and mine coal instead of harvest charcoal forever, but it also makes sense to, it also just makes sense to continue with charcoal because I can farm trees and therefore I'd have infinite charcoal. It's just a lot of work right now, but I can automate that in the future. I have 4 charcoal left. Okay. I do need to get more charcoal quick, though. Anything left in here? No. Well, looks like I'm chopping down a lot of trees. Almost completely depleted my wood reserves. This is the first time I'm gonna make some charcoal in one of these. So other than the decorative charcoal, I basically only have 4 pieces left. These 4. So I've ransacked my wood supply, and I'll just have to build that back up over time. So we can make a bunch of charcoal right there. I thought I made enough overtime, but apparently I didn't, so yeah, let's make some more. 8 in-game minutes, right? Okay, I've been keeping track of time, and I'm pretty sure the charcoal should be done. So let's go check. Oh yes. Oh, that is a good amount of charcoal. I should have done this a while ago. Wow. Look at all of this. It's more than I should have done this a while ago. If I knew that my setup was that terrible. Oh man. Look at all of that. Okay. Note to self. Next time I start a new Minecraft world, get charcoal production going fast. I need these ones because I would like 8. There we go. Got 2 stacks of 8. Go up here. Toss, 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 toss. Throw that in. Grab these guys, and let's start getting going again. Well, look at what I just found. So, take the hammer out. You can shift click these on and weld it super fast. I literally just discovered that. I don't know if, this is like normal information that most people know, but I thought that was awesome. It kind of makes life easier. I'm almost at my little anvil. I need one of these anyways, so I can, what's it called? Make a hammer. Yeah. We're moving up in the world. I like it. Okay. I have now cooled off all the iron. So, pow, 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 iron anvil. You go there. You're hot. Am I actually able to make anything here? No. You go over here. And hammer. And let's make a hammer. Well, I already messed this up bad. Wait one second. Okay, so this made embarrassingly longer to make than it should have. And I won't argue that point. Yeah. Glad I didn't film it though, because wow. And it's only a well forged, which is something that is I do much better than well forged to this point. But there we go. And we have some wrought iron left over, still a bunch of copper. I have one more piece of iron to put down. and a lot of charcoal. With the bloomery, it actually kind of makes sense to double ores, because you can't put like the crushed copper into vessels, but you can put crushed iron into the bloomery. So we are ore doubling our copper, or our iron. I took 400 pieces of iron and I put it in here and I got 700 out, so it's not a small amount of doubling. It's not exactly doubling also, but it's close enough. Yeah. Which means that this will ironically enough be, the Iron Age will ironically enough be easier than the Copper Age. And I won't even say anything about Bronze Age because I never had enough resources for Bronze. There's a reason why I almost immediately skipped over that. As well as this is now the farthest I've ever been in Terra Firmacraft. I normally play Copper Age and I get to Bronze Age and then I burn out at that point, but because there's not really much to do other than just get better equipment. But in Auto Terra Firmacraft, I have all the automation and whatnot I can do, so it's not just a grind to make better and better alloys for a 4% increase in mining speed. I actually can automate stuff. I can build factories for the stuff. And it doesn't sound like that much of a deal, but I'm still playing. Almost, what is this, 9 episodes in? I think. Why am I so bad at this now? But yeah. For those who remember the unknown SMP, I had a thinking spot, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I miss having a thinking spot. Like, it was really nice just to sit down and think. So we're gonna make me my thinking spot again. I don't think that's enough. Oh, maybe enough. I need you right there. Water wheel. Is it this? No. It is this. There we go. And now I need that and that. Come over here. Just gonna throw you, not like that. Actually, let's make the thinking spot over here. I think it would be better. Let's put you down, and then you. Congratulations. And then you go there. You go there. You need to be extended out. And then big down. And turntable goes on top. And I now have my thinking spot again. What's the point of the thinking spot? I actually don't know, but it really helped in the unknown SMP. I really don't know why. Just slowly spinning in a circle helps me think. But yeah. This is one of those random things that got me the truth title. And lastly, we have you, and you. There's my billows. I'm going to take the billows and put it over on the little place over here. So I want to move the copper. I'm going to make a bank for the copper, or the metals in general anyways. I think a bank would be an amazing looking building for it. You're going to go there. Yep. And it goes the correct way. And then if I remember correctly, it's just any of those, if I remember correctly. I don't know if Firelight will work. Let's see though. This is complete and utter unknown territory for me. Then heat you up. I love how it goes whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That is awesome. We'll see if these heat up and see what happens. Okay, I figured out where I've gone wrong. It's any indigenous rock, or whatever that word is. Not phyllite. Phyllite is lots of reading on this. Phyllite, granite, phyllite is metamorphic, so I need granite, diorite, or gabbro. This one got worked, so I'm letting that go away. But I need to make, before anything else, these raw iron rods. So we're gonna make some of those. I have this pumped to brilliant white just to melt this one down because it's worked. We're gonna make a mixer. The mixer then with the indigenous rock and whatnot. We have create mod. Okay, last thing is last. We got a whisk, and then I need planks and a gear, which I have. Whisk, plank, gear. I have my mixer. And if I want to make the wok, I need in case fan it goes mechanical mixer. It's inside something if I remember. I remember it's inside something. What was it inside again? Should probably look this stuff up before I start recording. I'm not even gonna lie, I probably should. At least you know that I'm being real when I'm being stupid. I did at create. So there's a basin. There's no way it's cast iron ingots for that. Do I actually need cast iron ingots for that? It's even the recipe for cast iron. Oh no. No, no, no. Entry index. I want painting, ores, metal casting, small ores casting, copper pick. That's not what I want at all, but okay. Charcoal upgrading, yeah. Food, weight, size, barrels. Steel? No, I want iron. Well, looks like I am figuring this out also. And the thinking spot has struck again. I was sitting there fretting, just looking through the book and whatnot of, man, how can I make cast iron? And then I remembered something. I already have cast iron. If you remember, there was the worked iron that I wanted to... Wait, I'm getting off the thinking spot. I'm getting a little dizzy from standing on it for so long. But there was the worked iron I wanted to get rid of, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get rid of the worked iron. I'll put it over here. And it makes cast iron. And of course the mold wants to break. So I have cast iron. Oh my, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only need 4 more. Oh my goodness. And here I was, fretting, like absolutely going insane, right? I was sitting here just worried, like, oh man, I have not seen a recipe for cast iron. How do I make it? I already have. The ingenious on accident that I am. I'm an accidental genius. God, this is only gonna bite me in the butt later when I do something stupid and everyone's gonna be like, weren't you a genius? Oh my goodness. 1% inventory management before I finish all of these, because my inventory could definitely be managed a little bit better than this. Okay. No. I do this all the time because I'm terrible at keeping stuff in their spot. There we go. Now y'all have suffered through a little bit of... Okay. I was worried that I was going to get none of my ingot molds. Only most of them have gone away. That's an improvement, I hope. It makes 2. What do I ponder with the basin? Basin is item for processing foods and alloys. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. Compact. No. What is it called? It's literally the one thing I wanted, the mechanical press. So if I get 2 cast iron molds, a casting, and a piston extension arm, which is not actually that hard, I can actually make ice. And if I make ice, that means I can make a water source. And if I can make a water source, then I can actually go and what's it called? I can make water wherever I need it to go. So we're gonna work on that, but before that's gonna have to wait for next episode because I've run out of time, which is ironically enough a construct to myself because I choose how long the episode's gonna be. But anyways, if you liked the episode, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope everyone here has a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, time of day, rotation around the earth, and just randomness near the end. Bye!